4 fastest and cheapest Madden 20 Ultimate Team coins. Make sure you guys go check out my sponsor, EasyMut.com. Use code VENM at checkout for 5% off. Yo, what's up, everybody? 75 here, back in the video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to run the glitchiest defense in Madden 20. Now, this is going to come to us out of the 4-3 wide 9 formation, and I've already done a couple of preset substitutions that you have to do, but what I'm doing out of this defense is putting my fastest defensive backs here at the free safety and strong safety. So we have Everett here, and we have Humphrey. Overall, isn't really going to make any difference here, but the faster players definitely would help, and athletic would help as well. Now, you're going to put your best zone coverage players here at the cornerback spot. So you guys see I have Earl Thomas as safety there, and we have Peters. Speed doesn't really matter in that sense. What you're also going to do is put some fast linebackers here on the edges, preferably some decent zone coverage as well. So I got Ferguson there. I'm not really sure who the best linebackers on the Ravens are, but also one last thing, just your best DNs be right here on the edge, obviously. So the play I'm going to be running out of today is going to be this Tampa 2. And what I like to do is just run the play flipped. That's just a personal preference. You could just run it regularly. That's just something I'm kind of used to. I'm just going to go against a random shotgun pass here. So starting out, what I like to do is always slant outside my D-line and contain. That's just something I always do. And then with these safeties, I'm going to cross-man them. Now, if you don't know what cross-manning is, I'm basically just going to manually man these guys up by double-tapping Y to pull up my quick adjust. Press Y here, man coverage, and B. You can actually cross-man these guys. Meta in Madden 17, if you didn't know, was just to cross-man your slot corners. You actually can't do that anymore, which is unfortunate, but you guys see you can still cross-man these safeties. I'm also going to put this middle linebacker in a middle third, and then I'm just going to use one of these linebackers, preferably on the weak side. And you guys will see it's going to put in work. You can adjust those guys out of... Oh, shoot, I'm not sure. I didn't get an animation there. That was almost a pick six, but nothing's really open. You guys are going to see this defense is going to bag. Again, we get a 5 wide. I don't really prefer running this against the 5 wide just because it's so spread out. So what you can do as well is just man up our Y safety on X and this A safety on B. I'm going to leave the vertical hook again to defend against the seams, especially in this 5 wide. Something like this can work as well if you don't want the risk of getting streaked to death. But you guys see, Earl Thomas, I thought he would get there. If I back him up there, that's a pick, so I guess that's my fault. Something you can also do is play the sticks with this defense. Again, here we get a better set, so I'm going to cross man, put our middle linebacker in that middle third. He's going to defend against like streaks, lobs up the middle. You can move him back a little bit if you want. And then we obviously have our base of containing. These soft squats, you can put these corners in soft squats if you want. They sometimes play a little bit deeper down the field, and they can also play like extended in routes if the crossman isn't there in time. So let's just get a look at that. We're going to get some motion. I'm going to play the sticks here as well. We're getting a corner out with A. That was my fault. I even called out the play, but I just didn't use it. Definitely my fault there. I should have used it, but it's fine. Again, here we get a perfect formation. I'm going to show you guys something with. So first of all, I'm cross-manning, always putting the middle linebacker in the middle third. Here I'm actually going to manually man up that linebacker on the inside receiver, especially against 3 receiver sets. That's what I like to do. I can pretty much help on any other route, and I know that chances are the running backs aren't really going to be on a streak or a angle route. If they are, I can make that user adjustment. So you guys see, this is basically my defense. If you're getting burnt on streaks, or if he's just continuing to put on streaks, you're getting a lot of close calls. You can move those safeties over a little bit. I typically don't like to stack them because they can run into each other, and that can be a problem. So something super simple like this, like I said, I can also push these safeties back like so, or these corners, not safeties, but something like this. Here we get a table route. I'm defending that, and you guys see Peters able to get out on the edge and make a tackle. That was actually a loss, so you kind of want them attacking the flats. Here again, we get a 5 wide. Just going to continue to run this defense, show you guys, and something I actually want to point out with these block sheds are, oh shoot, he had him wide open, but we did have that. I guess that was my fault for using the vertical hook, but like I said, something I want to point out with this defense is going to be these block sheds out of the 4-3 wide 9. I want you to take a look at Judon over here on the right and McPhee on the left. Look at these animations that they're going to get. Michael Pierce is actually going to get a pretty good animation as well from that D tackle slot. He's going to get sort of a looping animation just because we slanted outside. And look at these animations on the left and right. Although they're not getting home, if you get a super good pass rusher, not like these guys who are only 80 overalls, I think, you get like an edge threat, something super glitchy, and these guys are going to put in work for you all game. Also, take a look at the coverage down the field. You guys might think, oh, these guys on the streaks are just going to burn me. Nope. By the time he's going to throw that streak, you can easily click onto the safety or Marlon Humphrey on this right side and make a play on the ball. You guys see my vertical hook is traveling with that seam route down the middle of the field. That's exactly what we want. We still have this guy in the middle of the field as well. I could have easily just manned him up on the tight end if I want, and then look over here at this left side. He's on a streak route, and you guys see these corners get these super good bumping animations that are actually super frustrating to go against if you're on offense, but super good on defense. You guys see he's over there. If he threw that, that's such an easy interception. Throw it to the middle of the field, and he's actually still able to almost make a play on that ball. If they click me onto the cornerback right there, that's an easy interception instead of the safety, but that is besides the point. Here we get a good offense I want to show you guys against. This gun bunch. Against tight formations, this formation absolutely kills. Here's another look. Just cross-manning those safeties across the field. We have our vertical hook. We have our middle third. Cloud flats play super glitchy, especially with high zone players. Here I'm just going to defend the middle of the field. Again, forcing them to check down. No corner routes open. No post routes open. Here's another formation I kind of want to go over. Against trips, I feel like I'm always getting burnt on those deep passes, so I'm going to man up the free safety here on X, and I'm still going to do the same thing. I might also man up A on A if I want, or I can actually use their Everett if I wanted, and I can maybe man up this X linebacker on Y, so I'm not getting attacked in the seams. Something super glitchy like this, all I have to worry about is maybe a deep corner out by that tight end, maybe a crossing route deep down the field. But by that time, we should get pressure. We don't have to worry about anything really like a curl route on this right side. And we don't have to worry about like corner route on that left side as well. Let's just see them snap the ball. Here, corner route on that left side. We had a post route on that right side. And you guys see, again, forcing the CPU to check down in the flats. That's exactly what you want here. Again, a 5 wide. I'm actually going to man up A on RB here. Again, in the slot. Something you can do if you want. You can actually like spread this D line if you want to get even glitchier, but that's just going to open you up to the run a little bit more. If they're smart, even if they are a pass heavy player, they would just come out and pass that. You guys see nothing open. I don't know who he was throwing it to, but that would have been an interception, so he should be glad that he didn't complete that pass, I guess. Here again, we get a trip set. So against trips, they're super spread out. You might just want to man up these safeties on the near side receiver, something like this. And you don't want to get attacked in the seams, so I might just man up that linebacker on the right side with our slot receiver here. Nothing can really get open, maybe a quick post, but this middle third is going to play super well. We get a zig route. I'm going to user that. That was actually a bad user, but typically if that's crossman, that's bagged, so I guess I probably should have crossman there. Again, we get a 5 wide situation here. Super bagged. It's super easy to set up. You guys might be thinking it's a lot of adjustments. Nope, it's actually pretty simple to bag. Earl Thomas able to get there and bag. That's why you want the super high zone coverage players to get back. You want the athletic players like Earl Thomas. You guys see he's able to make a play on almost every ball out of that cloud flat, so you don't really have to worry about that. Any quick snap corner routes, something like this. So let's just crossman. Bada bing, bada boom. Put Y in the middle third, and we are ready to go. It's going to take away any quick snaps, quick throws that they can make as well. You guys see, look at that crossman just putting in work. That is such a perfect adjustment. Super bagged. That's what the in route I was talking about earlier. Just where he's, you guys might have thought he wouldn't have been bagged, but right there, you guys saw Marlon Humphrey. That was perfect execution on the crossman. Watch Marlon Humphrey here. He's just going to travel across the field. And perfect. They didn't get bumped at all. That's going to be great for us. All three of these guys in the same area. Taking away any quick snap throws up the seam as well. We'll get Humphrey perfectly able to jump that route. He looks open. Your opponent might throw it on break. He might not even be looking at the safeties. And you guys see easily able to click on, undercut that pass, and take it for 6. You guys can take a look. I think this outside receiver was on a streak here. Watch Everett coming over from this side, able to just come over. Look at how far Earl Thomas is going to play this streak down the field before Everett's going to get there. There's no way Marvin Jones is burning him, especially if you get a super fast player. And again, let's take a look at the middle of the field here. We're going to get a lot of post patterns. We're going to bag this one on the left with our user, and look at the one on the right. Nothing really open. We could easily defend both those routes. And all you really have to worry about are potential drags, but those should be pretty easy to bag as well. Again, if I have time, I'm just going to move them over. Super simple to set up though, like I said. Once you just get it down, just a couple of adjustments to memorize, but nothing really too big to worry about. Here I see Y on an out route. Oh, terrible user. And this guy was a little bit slow, so take that with a grain of salt. But here we get a gun bunch look. Against bunch, I like to cross man. It's going to defend this verticals play that he might be thinking very well. I might even try to move Humphrey over a little bit, but this should generally bag it. All you really have to worry about is potentially a deep corner route, so I might even man up that linebacker on him. Just make sure, like I said, you get super fast linebackers so you do have the option to man him up. Probably should have backed up my cornerback right there, but you guys see nothing open. Force them to check it down. That deep in route they wanted on the left side, not open. So that's going to go ahead and do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to smack a like on the button. Comment down below any thoughts that you have. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well for some more Madden 20 content in the future. You guys keep showing support on these videos, and I will continue to upload them for you guys. So also drop a follow on Twitter. I will leave my link down below in the description. Much appreciated, and peace. I'm out of here.